Episode 19, World War. The war against the capital raged without pause, its flames spreading across the continent. As armies clashed in blood and steel, the balance of power shifted again. The major kingdom had risen, its banners unfurling in the northern winds. At the front of the assembled host stood General Kyonis, his armor gleaming like frozen steel beneath the pale sky. His voice boomed across the ranks, carried on sheer conviction. "Soldiers of the major kingdom," shouted Kyonis, "tonight, we carve our names into history. The capital has thrown the world into chaos, and we, the pride of the North, shall answer. Our blades, our shields, our very lives will bring victory. For the kingdom, for our honor." A thunderous roar erupted from the army. "Yah!" shouted the soldiers. Kyonis raised his spear, eyes blazing. "As leader of the northern military," declared Kyonis, "I swear, we will not falter. We will not bow. We will return victorious with the world watching." At his side stood Lady Makoni, her silver hair flowing beneath her helm, calm but unyielding. Her voice cut through the frenzy with clarity. "Listen well," commanded Lady Makoni. "The king has given us orders. We do not fight recklessly, we fight with purpose. Protect one another. Stand as one. The enemy is ruthless, but we are family. No soldier fights alone under my command." Behind them, silent and commanding, stood Omotus, the king's first blade and supreme commander of the northern forces. He said little, but his presence alone was a vow. None would turn back while he breathed. As the northern army advanced, the war expanded into a world-spanning conflict. 4 kingdoms now marched toward the capital. The age of petty battles had ended. This was no longer just a war, it was the dawn of a world war. Meanwhile, within the capital's heart, the throne room had become a battlefield of its own. Mae, Kuromi, Yae, and Kurugi stood shoulder to shoulder, locked in an equal and brutal struggle against the shadow being and its endless army of wraith-like minions. The creature unleashed volley after volley of dark aura beams, each one crackling with corrupt energy. Mae and Kuromi danced between them with practiced unity, Mae's agility weaving her through the blasts while Kuromi's blade cut arcs of black and blue energy that deflected the strikes. "It won't let up," cried Mae, gritting her teeth. "Then we won't either. Stay with me, Mae," said Kuromi, calm but fierce. Kurugi roared as his dragon's blood surged, his fists burning with blinding azure fire. "Dragon fist, crush!" bellowed Kurugi. He lunged into the horde, his strike detonating like a cannon blast. Shadow soldiers exploded into fragments of smoke, the floor cracking beneath the shockwave. Each punch he threw erupted with force so immense it warped the air itself, scattering enemies like fragile glass. But the true foe, the main shadow being, moved like a phantom. Just as Kurugi smashed through the last wave of minions, the creature appeared behind him, its hand engulfed in a swirling ball of pitch-black energy. "Perish, dragon child," hissed the shadow being. The energy sphere slammed into Kurugi's back, yet at the last instant, Yae's voice rang out. "Not today," shouted Yae. She raised her arms, her aura swirling into the air around her. The winds obeyed her command, latching onto Kurugi's body and yanking him out of danger in a blink. A massive stone pillar, summoned by her manipulation, slammed into place where he had stood. The shadow's blast detonated against the rock, shattering it into dust. Kurugi stumbled to his feet, breathing heavily, but safe. His eyes flicked to Yae with gratitude. "I knew I could count on you," said Kurugi, smiling faintly despite the chaos. Yae gave him a fierce look, her hair whipping in the wind. She commanded. "Don't make me prove it again," replied Yae firmly. "You fight, I'll cover your blind spots. That's my promise." For a moment, even in the thick of chaos, warmth flickered between them. Passion, trust, and something deeper, an unspoken love that carried strength greater than any aura. The shadow being snarled, dark energy spilling off its form as its minions regrouped. But the 4 warriors' resolve had only grown stronger. Together, bound by love, by family, by destiny, they prepared to unleash everything they had.